Hey y'all, welcome. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How are y'all today? We're going to be talking about staying cute, happy, and unbothered. Okay. I know a lot of y'all are traveling. It's the holiday season. You might have to be around people you don't get along with or deal with, stuff, Christmas, extra holiday stuff. So stay cute, happy, and unbothered, ma'am. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. If y'all are new here from TikTok, make sure y'all subscribe, sprinkle, sprinkle. And if y'all are feeling generous and want to send me a holiday gift from my Amazon wish list this year, I'm going to paste it here. And I also pasted it at the top of the live comments. It's also in the description bar, I believe. It's the second link, maybe. I don't know. Just letting y'all know, because so many people ask me if they can send me stuff. And I'd rather have stuff that, I have on my wish list so that it will be used and appreciated more. All right. Thank y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So today we're going to be talking about staying cute, happy, and unbothered, because a lot of ladies, they let so many little things get to them and they let everything else, get affected by that. But you shouldn't allow one little small thing to affect everything else in your life, because that's literally a choice. So like if you're dusty or your man is acting up or this is or whatever, make sure you let that stay an isolated thing and you continue on with all your plans, goals, and da 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 da. Some of y'all get too distracted, and that's why y'all stay losing. You got to stay winning in this world, because remember, the goal is to level yourself up to live your best life, which is one of my book titles, Leveling Up to Your Best Life. Y'all can get that on Amazon. But remember, don't let stuff deter you or stop you from your life and living your best life. Because a lot of y'all get distracted, and it's not good. Okay. And then everything else starts, showing that. So stay cute, happy, and unbothered. Let isolated incidences remain isolated incidences. Because a lot of the questions that I've been getting lately is about how someone did this and how someone did that, and now this, and that happened. Well, don't let it get to that point. Just isolate the incident. Continue on with everything else. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle, because a lot of people don't realize that it doesn't all have to go together. You can literally, like, how they say, keep work at work, keep incidences as incidences. Don't let it affect everything else in your life, because it hasn't so far. You are the only reason why it does affect everything else, because you bring it there. So don't bring it there and it won't be there. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you needed a reminder. Yes, Angela. A lot of people don't needed that reminder. So I'm glad I can be the one to give that. Make sure you understand that, because a lot of people, during the holidays, they be trying to do the most, add the most drama, do the crazy stuff. And no, I'm going to need you to sit down over there while I finish doing what I got to do. Okay. Yes, thank you for this lesson today. Please keep going. Okay. Well, and also, if there are people out there that are trying to bother you, because I know a lot of y'all ask me questions like co-workers, in-laws, family members, whoever. If people are trying to get on your nerves, ignore them. Reverse it. Take it as a compliment. Play dumb and ignorant, because that makes people even more angry when they can't get to you. So, for example, if somebody's nagging you or telling you something, it's like, oh, well, I'll think about it, but thanks for sharing. Or if they say, well, you should do this and you should do that, it's like, oh, well, why don't you do it for me? Because I'm so busy. You know what I'm saying? So you don't let little stupid things bother you. You always flip the script, and then you allow, yourself to thrive even more. Yeah. Uh-oh, Tack, you left your provider who turned dusty, and you still winning and getting the bag despite him trying to harass you through courts. Thank you for this reminder today. Girl, well, I'm sorry you got to the courts. Oh, It should have never got to the courts, but sprinkle, sprinkle. Have fun being unbothered and winning, man. Always. But if you're trying to get that child support, get your money, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Trying to get that money, ma'am. Stay unbothered. You said your boyfriend hasn't spoken to you or asked you about what? Doesn't your Christmas wish list? Send it to him, ma'am. Don't he has it? Doesn't he have an email or a message on his phone? Just send him over the links and tell him this is what you getting me for Christmas. So this is what you're buying me for Christmas. Pick something off this list or buy the whole list. All right. Okay, KK, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for being a member for 6 months. Wow, thank you. What do you tell us? Okay, why do you tell us to start a business with provider money, and then when we're at our business, you start a live? I hate missing your life. Girl, you can watch these later. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But thank you, girl. Or you can multitask. I appreciate you supporting the live, though. Congratulations. Okay. Anyway, yeah, don't let stupid stuff bother you. Yes. Yanisha. Yeah, a lot of people have this problem, and you know what? The wisdom I can give you with that, when you stop letting the little things bother you, you're going to win even more in life. You stop letting the little things bother you. Oh, Alexa, the dad got you high pay, SAH job. So I stay a while. He becomes electrician, live together, not married, both 23. Well, I don't believe in dating people the same age as you once you're at a certain age. Like after the age of 23, 24, it's just my personal opinion. I don't believe in struggle love, and I don't want to struggle at all. So my mentality is to date someone who's already established to give you what you want with the least amount of problems. Okay. Not saying there won't be any problems, but with lesser problems, you know. If you're in love and you want to be with that man your own age and you want to, you know, make the best out of it, you know, do what you got to do. But that's not what I teach. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I teach women to benefit from their circumstances on a higher level because they deserve it. Okay. I guess the most that you can get from my channel is, you know, don't pay for anything. Don't be a 50-50 chick. And make sure your man is a provider. Like I said, he don't have to be rich, but if you reach it in your pocket to pay bills, y'all are roommates. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You say you have such an unbothered attitude. Yeah. You know, it's because I really feel like through what I used to do for a living, which I used to be a mortician, I know how to suppress feelings, emotions. I know how to fake them. I know how to do all that stuff. And once you master your emotions, you know when to act, when to react, and when not to act at all. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. It's not like you totally shut them off. It's like you know when to use them. Thank you, Christy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if they're not benefiting you, then, you know, control. You said being unbothered is so peaceful, especially against passive-aggressive masculinas. Yes, it is. It's like, well, that's fine. You do you. I don't care. Mm-mm-mm. And also, being unbothered while being cute and living your best life is literally a flex because not everybody can do that. Okay. So if you master that the way I have, people will less likely try to bother you because they can't really get to you. You said taking notes. Okay. You said how to be unbothered when you're truly deep down unbothered. Well, ask yourself these questions. Is being bothered going to give you money in your pocket or change anything for the better? Like, this is how you stay unbothered for real and not be bothered for real. You ask yourself a series of questions. Is being bothered going to change anything for the positive in my world? Or is it just wasting time and energy and emotions feeling a certain way? If it's not helpful to you, if it's not changing anything for the positive, focus on something else, instead of just being bothered by something that is not beneficial to you. So, for example, when a lot of people get married or move in with a man, little stupid things bother them because men in living situations are, y'all know how that is. You can ruin an entire relationship by nitpicking at stuff that deep down bothers you. Or you can say, I don't care anymore. You know what I'm saying? And when you do that, you're literally free. And remember what I tell you, when you don't care, that's when they start caring. Okay? Because a lot of people depend on you to care or be bothered so that you can do something about it, so they don't have to do anything about it. But when you no longer care enough to do something about something, then deep down it may start bothering whoever else is causing you to be bothered, and they'll fix it because they know you're not getting ready to do it. Or you can hire someone to fix it. Okay? That's literally it. Stay unbothered as much as possible. Stop caring if it's not beneficial to you or what your goals are. And then you really won't be bothered if you sit down and think about it. If it's not helping, why do you care? If it's not adding to your pockets, why do you care? If you can solve it a different way that's easier and less work for you, then great, do that. Okay. You said the less bothered I am, the more my husband does. Exactly. I mean, it's just common sense. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Someone says, let go. Exactly. And some people, their personality traits are more obsessive and they have to have things this way or they're going to go. They can't be in an environment if things aren't perfect. Da, 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 da. No one's going to want to hang out with you or come over your house. No one's going to want to be bothered with you if you nitpick so much. You got to choose what's more important to you. So, for example, like I know a lot of people that say, well, you have to do this and you have to do that. And if you don't do it this way, then and it really bothers me. And they're going to keep talking about it, when no one cares and it's not putting any money in their pockets whatsoever. And it's just wasting air and breath. If you're not talking about ideas, how to get this money, how to be happy, how to do the most, then who cares? Okay. You'll see a lot of people, and it's probably more for clicks, but you'll see a lot of people on social media, ranting and raving about certain things that don't even matter to them in their life. But it's probably just for clicks. But if this was a real life situation where someone was ranting and raving about someone, to someone else and not in front of a camera, it would literally be the same thing. You're not getting no money off of this if you're not in front of a camera. So if you're not in front of a camera, let it go, bam. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. There you go. Shira, he only offered 1K for Christmas shopping and not the Louis Vuitton bag you wanted. Should I even go? Um, in this case, it's not what you want. So just take the money and get what you need to get and deal with another person. Because honestly, if you want something out of this person, they know that's what you want for Christmas, then they're not willing to do it, so they don't like you a lot. Or they can't afford it. So if you know they can afford it and they just don't want to do it, they're trying to send a message you're not that important to them. They'll tolerate you and give you 1K, but not the bag you want too. How many women are they supporting? Like, are you the only one? Are they a provider type? Do they have the money? Are they not able to afford this? So I don't know the details. If they're not able to afford it, then they can't give it to you. But if they are, you know that they don't like you that much. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. Mm-hmm. You said thoughts on taking breaks in a relationship. You mean going out to cheat? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thoughts on going out to cheat and then trying to get back together after you see what's out there? You mean that? Is that what y'all mean by taking a break? See what else is out there? You could do that without taking a break, but some of y'all got to be technical. Okay. Well, go see what else is out there, ma'am. You gonna go see? You gonna go see? Y'all could have done that without taking no break, but okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you met your boyfriend at 19 and you're 25 now. He hasn't asked me to marry. Men don't get married in their 20s, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Keep trying to tell y'all. I made a whole video about it. Men don't want to marry in their 20s. Women do, but men don't. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They don't have enough money to provide properly. They're still not done having fun. So whenever y'all ask me about some man not trying to propose or marry you in your 20s, in their 20s, I'm just going to say they don't like to marry in their 20s. So you're wasting time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And usually if you stay with somebody that dang long, they ready to switch up anyway when they do get ready to get married. Because they've been with you so long, they want something different. All right? Okay. They've already technically been married if that y'all been together that long. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got an office. Girl, y'all didn't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You see all my little level of cosmetics and whatnot back there and other products that I've been like. I was going to try to bring all my promotional products here that I get sent for free, but then it'd be too much. But I don't know. I'll bring some and take some back according to what I need or whatever. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah. See, go watch my video on men don't want to marry in their 20s. It was like last week I made it. It's in the live videos. As an entrepreneur, how do I stay organized and handle it all? I don't know. I've been doing it for so long. It's just one step at a time, and I hire an accountant. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, I think once you have a habit of doing things, it's very easy. Once you have a routine and a habit. hmm How do you deal with a very jealous boyfriend? You've been together for 3 years and it stays an issue. Um, is he a full provider? Because I'm not putting up with none of that unless he paying all the bills. You know what I'm saying? If you putting up with that for free, you might as well go get another one. Because that's literal work to put up with somebody that's insecure. It's not jealousy, it's insecurity. Use the correct word. He thinks you can do better. That's why men get jealous, because they think you can do better. There's something within him that he's lacking, and he fears that you're going to do better than him, so he's going to be jealous. So it's not really him being jealous, it's him being insecure about you replacing him because he knows you deserve better. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Stay cute, happy, and unbothered, ma'am. If people are acting all insecure around you, get around people that are secure in themselves. Get around people that are making moves. Get around people that are on the same level. Okay. Stop being around people who you have to tiptoe around, who you have to be like, oh, I gotta be careful what I do. I gotta be careful what I say. I gotta, either say it and own it or don't hang around them. That's literally it. Stay cute, happy, and unbothered. Don't be dealing with people that aren't secure enough to hang around you. And people understand that, but they try to disguise it with jealousy, with criticism, with this, with that. Basically, you insecure and you need to figure it out on your own because that's your problem. That's what you need to tell them. And usually, when you read people and tell them, they'll be able to recognize it because some people can't see the mirror until you show it to them. Thank you. Call you bombshell, sprinkle, sprinkle. Call me bombshell. Yes. How to ask him to send even more, though he did recently. Tell him, oh, that was very helpful, but it wasn't enough. But thank you so much for the contribution. I'll figure out how to get the rest somehow. Then he'll ask you how much more you need. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You see his butt. Yeah, don't marry Dusties, y'all. That's the one thing not to do. Do you think taking a break to better ourselves is BS? I think it's stupid. Taking a break to go cheat. Just say that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Taking a break to better yourself by finding a better man or a better woman. Because that's what's going to happen. Okay. Because think about this. If you're an attractive woman, you're the prize in the relationship, and you take a break from whoever you with, you think it's not going to be too long before someone wants to date you or to take you to lunch or to dinner? You think that friend is going to try to come out of that friend zone that you put him in? Probably, if he knows that you're taking a break. So my honest opinion on taking breaks, it's just a way to go date other people and then see if you want to stay together or not after you see what else is out there. That's literally taking a break means. You said you rebuke every woman in this chat. Yuck. Okay, well, welcome, ma'am. Miss Cameron. Welcome to the woman chat where you feel comfortable enough to speak your opinion. Thank you, starter. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, please rebuke me. Yes. Rebuke all the gold diggers who are after the gold you don't have. Just in case you get some one day. Yes. Come take notes just in case you make it one day. Yes. That's what I always tell the Dusties that be in here. They be getting mad. Come here and take notes just in case you ever get a bag and someone tries to take it from you. Come on. Come on in, take notes just in case you ever get successful one day. You might need this in your far, far future. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Come on, try to protect the gold you don't got. Come on. That fake gold chain don't count. All right. Ooh. What's the difference between those who give it up for free? I'm getting money. Well, when a woman knows her value, she doesn't give herself freely. She makes a man work for her attention, work to impress her, work to secure her, work to show that he's a provider type, work to make her feel provided for and safe before she decides to do anything with that man. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hey, Starter says your provider partner set the boundary of not following men or interacting with them, but recently he has been doing that with women. How should I act? You should be your own person with your own mind and do whatever you want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And whatever this provider partner is giving you, you need to be putting it in your bank account and starting your own business and getting your own money so you can tell him, I'll do what I want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. If you don't want him following other women and he don't want you following other men and he started following other women, then it's okay for you to follow other men. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just lie and tell him those men are women. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And I don't understand why you don't have another account. Like following where? On Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok. Have another account that he don't know about. What's the big deal? Y'all don't know how to do this? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know. That's the young people today. They care about who you following, who you on social media. That's what social media is for. Y'all should be worried about if they on dating apps. Girl, I follow whoever. I'll follow random people. I don't even care who I'm following. I might be following a cat. I don't even know. Y'all be taking stuff too seriously. You're like, oh, I saw you followed a cat today. What are you doing? Is it a male cat? I don't know. It looked cute in that costume. I click follow. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know. Okay, y'all are taking stuff too seriously. Stay unbothered, ma'am. Like if somebody dared fix their lips to tell me what to do, I'd laugh at them. I'm like, I'm gonna do what I want. What you think? This is the part of me that you either take or leave. I don't care what you like and what you don't like. That's your problem, ain't mine. I'm gonna do exactly what I want. If you don't like it, the door. Bet you they ain't going nowhere. Okay. How deal with dusty male friends? He asked to split because I don't deal with dust, period. I'm not hanging around no friendly dust or no romantic dust. Dust is dust. Not doing it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. First of all, to be in the presence of a dusty friend that asks you to split bills, it's the same thing as being out on a date with a dusty who asking you to split bills. It looks the same from the outside from everyone else. They see you with a grown, able-bodied man who's dusty. They see you reaching in your wallet. It's the same effect. You're getting the same amount of dusty attention. So it's not okay. You said how to encourage your husband to take you out more. Look good. Usually men want a woman who looks good on their arm to be seen out in public with them. So level your looks up. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do you suggest us starting a YouTube channel? If you got something to say, there's enough room for everybody. Okay, Jen Wesson, sprinkle, sprinkle. He said he wants me to be more submissive, but does not pay my girl. I'm not even listening to him. I'm just gonna be laughing and recording it as a joke so I can play it later. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, record that next time. Put it on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok and watch you get some money and some views. All right. Thank you, girl. Girl, set them up. Set them up to have that conversation and have your phone on. Recording, so at least you get paid from it. Like, you want me to do what? Be submissive? But you're not even paying my bills. What am I supposed to submit to? Some dust? Girl, and then put it out there and tag me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what you do, ma'am. That's exactly what you do. Okay. You said you submit to dust when you die. Yup, ashes to ashes. But I'm not submitting to no dust, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Not even in death. All right. Can you review some seeds to plant on dates to get the bag? Yeah, you start from the first phone conversation or text conversation about what you like, all the stuff that you like to do, how you're glad you finally met a provider, how you lost your diamond earring while you were talking to him on the phone because you were distracted when he called or texted you. It fell down like lie. Like start setting them up from a start. Say, oh my gosh, I broke my favorite bottle of perfume when the phone rang and it was you. Or I just dropped my earring trying to talk to you at the same time when I was getting ready. Make it their fault that you lost something valuable so that they feel the need to replace it. Talk about how, oh, I think I might need some new this or some new that, or poor fake Aunt Ethel, I might have to go visit her before it's her time. Start from first conversation by setting it up. That way, once you get to the date, they may have something to offer you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Instead of spewing out your life story and details that don't matter to him, give him details that make him want to spend and to impress you. Because in the very beginning, men are trying to impress you the most. So they're gonna be listening more to what you want and what impresses you and what they can do. So that's why you need to start from the first conversation, texting or through phone. Okay. Okay. You got a real Aunt Ethel? That's funny, huh? Uh-huh. How do you act displeased and disappointed in a Christmas gift in a feminine way? I have a whole video on that. Well, not a whole video, but I have a part on a video of me reacting to like the same question someone asked me. Like when you get the gift, be all excited to open it. For me, thank you. Like be more excited to receive the packaged gift. Then when you open it, face has to go blank. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Well, what do you want to eat? That gives you are more excited because you thought it was something else. But then when you saw it and you paused, then you fake smiled, then you quickly change the subject, it means you don't like it. So what he's going to do is like, oh, well, you don't like it? Well, we could get something else, or did you want something different? Like, it's okay. It's nice. And you put it kind of far away from you on the table or wherever you're sitting. You put it as far away from you as you can. Like, it's giving body language. It's like, it's nice. Then you stay a little bit quiet and look around like, so are you hungry? Want to go eat? That's it. That's how you tell them you don't like the gift, and they'll feel stupid and they'll want to get you something else. Okay. Thank you, May. How to make him respect you. You earn respect. You can't make nobody respect you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got to earn it. If he doesn't respect you naturally, it's because he doesn't want to, or he doesn't think he has to, and you can't make a man respect you. You can respect yourself and go do whatever you need to do. Okay. A man has to earn, like, if you want a man to respect you, you got to find out what it is he actually respects. Does he respect authority? Does he respect beauty? Does he respect someone who doesn't listen to him and do what he wants? Like, some men respect women who stand up for themselves. Some men respect women who respect themselves. So you got to understand, what does he respect? He can't respect you if you don't know what he even respects. Okay. See, some men will try to treat you a certain way and tell you to submit and tell you to do this and tell you to do that. And if you go and do it, I wouldn't respect you either. Not as a human being. If you say, no, I'm sorry, that's not going to happen. I have my standards. I'm going to do what I want. And if you don't like it, well, I'm sorry. It's literally your problem. There's the door. That's when a man will respect you versus, well, what do you want? Well, what makes you happy? Or I'll try harder. Men don't respect that. Men respect women who say what they said. So stand up for yourself most of the time and let them know you ain't the one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if you're cute, but you want to stand out and be enchanting when I enter a room where there's a lot of more beautiful women than me? Then you need a certain look that's not a carbon copy of everyone else. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do a little something different. Y'all know most women look the same these days. Do something different. Okay, whether it's your style, your hairstyle, or your hair color, as long as it's not ratchet. Do something to stand out a little bit different so you don't look like a carbon copy of everyone else and you look more interesting. Whatever that may be, that's in your, liking. But also remember, men need to be also attracted to whatever you're doing that's different than all the other chicks. Okay. You said, why are there dusties in here, girl? Because they feel more secure and feminine in an area full of women in their femininity. You said, what's better, cute or sexy? It depends on the goal. Depends on the goal, ma'am. So you can look cute one day and sexy the next day. What's your goal that day? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Try to forgive yourself for past mistakes with dusty. If it don't show on your credit score, then you should be done with it. You shouldn't even be thinking about it, no dust. Unless you still gotta pay some bills in his name. No, ma'am. You shouldn't be thinking backwards and dusty. You should be thinking forward and abundant. The only mistake that you ever made with a dusty, if you still paying for it, that's the only mistake you can see in the present. Yeah, learn from mistakes. Exactly, Amanda. If you didn't learn from them, you still thinking about them, you're literally reliving them over and over. Okay. Hopefully you didn't put nothing in no Dusty's name. In your name. Sorry. Hopefully you didn't put nothing in your name for a Dusty. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't do it. Yeah, y'all got to pretend they don't exist. Yes. Like, I know this is mean to say to some people, but if you're looking at it from a vibration perspective, or like, how people say, oh, manifest, stay positive. You're looking at it from a positive perspective. You're not going to surround yourself or think about anything negative, which is a Dusty, right? You're not going to do that if you're trying to attract the most. So why are y'all doing it? If y'all understand the law of attraction, the law of this and the law of that, why y'all keep bringing up dust? Think about it. Don't go together. If you're trying to get a bag, if you're trying to level up, if you're trying to live your best life, dust don't go with that. They don't go together. And the faster people realize that, the faster they can become more successful and move on. Thank you, Alba. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I think you are a gay icon like Cher or Madonna. You fabulous, have no limits. But I know deep down you have beautiful. What? Thank you. I don't know what the rest of that means, but thank you, Alba. I appreciate that. Girl, I didn't know I was a gay icon, but I'll take it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Aunt Ethel always come through to save the day. Shira is the GOAT, period. Yes. You said, how do you apply all this information? Because you are watching my videos, but you subconsciously keep doing the same stuff. You have to make a plan, man. You got to execute the plan. So when you go out, you got to have a goal. I don't care if you write it down or not, but when you leave your house, from what you have on to where you go to who you entertain must be strategic. You have to have standards and you got to stick to them. You can't bend them, period. So that's how you apply it. Keep your standards high. Don't bend them for nobody. Don't make no exceptions. Blah, 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 blah. And if you stick to that, you'll be able to succeed where most won't. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Snow on the Beach. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sleeping with boss. How do you make it a relationship? By stop sleeping with him. until he gives you what you want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's usually how it happens. You think he can get it for free because you work there and you don't demand no relationship? Stop giving it to him and make him come chase you for the relationship that you actually want. It's like, oh, I need to stop this because I only want to be in a relationship, and I'm not doing this anymore unless we're in a committed relationship with each other and you paying these bills. Then he'll either, if he wants to be in a relationship with you, he'll say, okay, well, let's do that. If not, he'll go find somebody else to sleep with. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's always the good old pregnancy scare that might be helpful. The good old pregnancy scare might work. All right. Because think about it. Look, in the US, the good old pregnancy scare, he knows that, you know, certain things are illegal now, so you can't do certain things. So he's either going to have to accept it because you're going to have to come out with it sooner or later. Y'all get in that committed relationship, then like, oh, you know what? False alarm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Then it's too late because y'all in a relationship. Mm-hmm. He said, don't sleep with men for y'all if they paying bills. Agree. But if that's her boss and she paying her own bills, he technically paying her bills if he's signing that paycheck. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But he should be paying some extra on top of it, definitely. And then your bills if y'all in a relationship. Definitely. Oh, y'all aren't sleeping together? Okay. Well, make sure you in a relationship if that's what you want and getting them bills paid. Okay. How does it feel now that world sees you as an icon? We know you've always seen yourself that way, but how does it feel? That's a funny question. It feels the same because I always felt that way already. Honestly, I'm happy that people have listened to the message. That's the most important thing. But I've always felt that way since I was very young. I don't know what you want to call it, but I always felt that way. So, but I definitely had I looked up to a lot of different types of people that felt that way about themselves naturally as well. So it was something that was normal to me because the people that I liked and looked up to had that same level of confidence and mentality about themselves. And usually that's the formula. You got to have that about yourself first before you can have it everywhere else. Okay. Like think about all the people who are, think about all the people that are considered icons. They felt it first before anyone else did. Law of attraction. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So just start feeling that first, and you're gonna get there. It's only a matter of time. You said, imagine thinking you're an icon, abusing. What? You mean financially? Like I don't talk about abuse. I Turner 2.0. You talking about abuse? You sure you want to talk about that? Oh, Martina Sprinkle Sprinkle. You need Earl Jenkins Holiday Edition. We don't know. We got to. Earl might look too good. Earl lost weight. Yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Charla Winters. Thank you for the super sticker. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. How can you get a student boyfriend to start working for buying me gifts? Tell them to get a job and send them your wish list. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said elderly financial abuser. That's not financial abuse. Elderly people pay people to be in their presence all the time. Ask Donald Trump. How old is Donald? How old is Melania? You know she be cussing him out every day. She don't even want to hold his hand or live in the same house as him. So you just mad because you don't have enough elderly money to pay anybody to deal with you, Ike. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said coffee ordered revealed. Girl, yeah, I ain't even know that. Okay. Who said she don't even smile for him? Yeah, so whatever. It's the norm now. Can you talk about fake girlfriends? I don't know. I don't have none. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you just label them exactly what they are, then you're not going to expect any more out of them. If you just need them for props, use them for props. Some people don't invest in certain types of people. They just use them for props. Like, you got fake girlfriends. Sometimes they're just for props, or so you don't look like, you ain't got no friends. Okay. How do you deal with a provider boyfriend who has too many female friends? I don't know. The same way he deal with you, because you should have too many male friends. Where's your other options, ma'am? Them friends are just options in disguise. They're not even in disguise, but them friends are just options. So where are your options, ma'am? And remember, your options need to be richer. Okay? Okay. 1 year into the glow up and you finally scored a provider. Thank you for the super chat. Who's it? Dom? You had to navigate a lot of dust, but 500 on the first day, and he reminded me I've been worth it. I know that's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So it's all, it's all going to come together once you get into the habit of doing what you got to do and keeping them standards high. Right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said get you some male friends. Exactly. How to break old habits, replace them with new habits that are beneficial and make you money. Let me give y'all some financial advice. If you're going to break habits or change anything in your life, make sure it's going to make you some money. Okay? There ain't no use of changing if it's not beneficial to you financially. Okay? Like if you're gonna change something, at least let it make you extra money or get you extra benefits in something that you've been wanting. But don't make changes for no reason. Make it for the right reason. Benefits. Whether it benefits you or those that you love or whoever. Make sure you're changing for the better, not the same or less. Yeah. You break bad habits by replacing them with good habits that bring you money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, should you show him what you want for Christmas, even though he hasn't asked? Is it your man? Is it your boyfriend? Is it your sugar daddy? Because he would have already had my list like 2 weeks ago, whether he wanted it or not. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Whether he wanted it or not, he was going to get it. And it was up to him what he going to do with it. Is your boyfriend supposed to pay your bills even if you don't live together? Well, he's supposed to be giving you something, ma'am. You're supposed to be, your life is supposed to improve just by being with another man. Like if you claim him as your boyfriend, your life needs to be much improved. So does he at least take you shopping? Does he give you spending money? Like if y'all don't live together, is he rich enough to even pay your bills? Because some of y'all be dating these guys that don't even have no real careers yet. So is he rich enough to pay your bills? Are you beautiful enough? And does he like you enough to want to pay your bills so you don't run into another man who will tell you, well, I can pay all your bills. You know, back in the day, this is why when men dated like women that they really liked, they would offer to pay their bills even if they didn't live with them, because they don't want another man stepping in saying, can I pay your bills? Because back in them days, that's what they used to do. It's like, well, I can totally take care of you, right? Especially them older dudes, they'd be like, I can take care of you, right? So if you're dealing with a Dusty, or I'm not calling him your boyfriend Dusty, but if you're dealing with a man who you are not living with, but now you've run into another man that said he could take care of you, are you going to find out? Or are you going to say, no, I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend and he just does the least by not paying any of my bills? Are you going to pass that opportunity up? This is why men offer to pay your bills even if they don't live with you, so that another man can't come in and do it for him. So for example, if your man paid your bills and another man stepped to you, you say, I can take care of you, right? I pay your bills. Like, my man already paid my bills. What else you got? You see? Well, I can buy you this and I can buy you that. Well, so can my other man. What else you got? Well, I can do this and I can do that. Well, my other man do that too. What else do you got? So it makes it harder for you to deal with other men when your man is doing the most for you. Because if you are already attached to whoever you were with and they're doing the most for you, it's going to be hard to take you away from that if they're doing everything. But if they're not doing the most, you might start listening. Like, oh, you can do what? Oh, you want to take me shopping? Okay, well, sprinkle, sprinkle. So if you know your boyfriend can't afford to pay bills, that means you need another one on the side. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. So yeah, stay cute, happy, and unbothered. Especially if like a lot of women in my comments say, well, their family or their in-laws always mad because they're being provided for or they don't work. That's none of their business. And I would literally say that to their face. Well, that's none of your business. Like, you don't get an opinion on that. Like, since a lot of y'all are going to be around family and in-laws this holiday season, if they fix their mouth to say, well, you're lazy and you don't work and you should be doing this, I said, well, that's literally none of your business now, is it? Put them right back in their place. Okay, your husband, your husband got a joint account. He also give you his credit card, but how do you get him to give you more without having to ask him all the time? He says, I spend too much. I don't have any other income yet. Girl, I said this whole thing yesterday, journey to perfection. I have to say this every day because y'all ask the same questions every day. If he got a credit card that he gives you, go online, buy you some inventory, and start you a business. Whatever you're buying that inventory for, let's say you buy some lashes for $2 and you turn around and sell them for $20. How much money have you made, ma'am? Now, if you buy in bulk and you buy 500 sets of lashes, they might charge you less. They might charge you $150. And he paid for all this with his credit card that he gave you to go shopping. But you didn't spend that much money, but you bought inventory. You got your little shop going online. Every day you on Instagram or TikTok advertising your little business. And while you sleep, money is being deposited into your account. You take that money, take it to your bank. You getting it? Have it deposited in your bank account. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Come on now. Use that credit card for business inventory. If you don't have it, even if you don't have a business started, buy your inventory and get it started later. Okay. Start a drop ship company, do something. Triple and double the money that he's giving you. Okay. And at the end of the day, it's much more lucrative to start a business and buy inventory rather than to buy one thing or two things with his credit card. You could be earning 10 times as much as he allows you, or the credit card is even able to spend. Yeah, I pressed the wrong button, sorry. Okay. You can pay other people to sell your stuff. All you got to do is have the shop. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So it's like there are people that have businesses that don't get on social media. All they do is contact social media influencers, pay them $2 a sale. Like if you go on TikTok, if you click a certain item and you're an influencer, they'll say each item you sell or get people to buy, you get $2 or $5 from. That goes in your account. So if your lashes are $20 and you want to pay an influencer $2 per sale, you just up the price to $22, giving y'all some business. And that extra $2 you put on it is what the influencer gets. You never have to step online. You never have to show your face. Yeah, affiliate marketing. That's it. All you do is collect the money, literally, and keep your inventory in stock. And if you hire a drop shipper, they can ship it out, or you ship it out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And sometimes you don't even have to like do too much. You just buy inventory that's already in stock somewhere. Like you just buy the inventory that's already sitting on a shelf, and the drop shippers are already there. And you don't even have to do nothing but push a couple of buttons on a computer, about 5 minutes a day. So use that credit card wisely. Start a business. Mm-hmm. You said you're watching the live streams often lately and notice your confidence went up and I talk much more positive to myself. Thank you, Shira. Oh, thank you, Bobby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, I am glad to help with that. You said you'll research it. Thank you, Shira. You're welcome. Just dropped my phone. Oh, I have to go soon anyway, y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so let's get back to what we were talking about. Stay cute, happy, and unbothered, because remember, you teach people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. And that's another thing that y'all should understand. By staying unbothered, you also treat yourself how you want others to treat you. That means if people can't really bother you, they're just gonna do something else. They're just gonna, say, okay, well, she's unbothered. It's not really gonna do anything. So let's just put our energy towards something more positive and productive and lucrative to, themselves. Because a lot of times, you're doing people a favor when you stay unbothered, whether they know it or not. You're literally helping people to redirect their energy into something more positive or lucrative for themselves. Because a lot of times people's negative energy is aimed towards a certain person that may trigger them. And when that person acts unbothered, it's literally like a deflect, like a mirror. Like And, it makes them, put the focus back on themselves and allow themselves to figure stuff out and push things in a more positive direction. Yes. And a lot of people do that. They just don't care. They don't respond. They're like, you know what? I'm gonna let them figure that out. Because a lot of times people are not truly aware on how to transmute their negative energy, and they have to have an outlet or something to push it through. And when it's not giving the results that were intended, they have to redirect it and change it into something more positive. You learn so much with you. Thank you for your service. You should start a mentorship exclusive program. Thank you, Caroline Sprinkle. That's nice, but I think my channel is that already. But I appreciate the super chat. Thank you. I think the channel is one. So there are people that are like, someone says, talk about transmutation. It's an alchemical term where you take the negative and you turn it into something positive. Or you take something that is worthless and turn it into something valuable. And if people lived by that, their life would be so much better. They would be way less bothered and they would be thriving. But a lot of people put energy into negative things that don't give them anything in return, and they're literally wasting it. So you got to turn whatever it is that you're dealing with into something lucrative. If you can't do that, you're wasting your energy. Okay? And that's the truth. Turn your what? Yeah. So make your money, ma'am. If you can't figure out how to make money, don't even respond. Like, don't even respond to a situation that's not lucrative to you. Redirect your focus to something that is. That's how you stay cute, happy, and unbothered. Like, okay, well, this situation is happening here. I'm not going to be bothered with it because I don't see any lucrative things at this moment. But I'll take a moment and think about it. And if I see the way that I can make money off of it, I may, reapproach it. But if I can't, then I'm not going to be bothered. Thank you, Miss Chin. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for the super chat or super sticker. You got an old man's phone number. He's in his 60s. That was in September. Girl, that old man don't even remember who you are. It's been months. Girl, he old. He can't remember. Now, Alexa, how you going to wait 3 months to text an old man? Why didn't you give him your number? It's Christmas time. He know why you texted. If he remember you. He going to be like, who is that? Okay. I mean, if you run into him again by accident or on purpose, if you know where he hang out, that's a different story. But after all this time texting him, he know what time it is. It's Christmas time. It's shopping time. Okay. So a lot of ladies have a tough time staying unbothered. But if you think of it in terms of money, and wasting energy is like wasting money. You're not going to waste a lot of energy on being bothered by certain things. So if you equate your energy to money and say this, look, my attention and energy are worth money. So if I'm going to entertain this, it has to equal money. If it doesn't, I'm not putting my energy towards it at all. So that will keep you from being as bothered or reacting a certain way, because you just have to develop this mentality in your mind before you start acting or reacting. Okay. You said, how do you learn your worth? You determine your worth. You don't learn it, you determine it. You put it like, if you start a business, you determine the price, man. If you selling, look, if you're selling something, you determine the price, you determine the value, you determine the worth. Period. It's up to you. How valuable and how much do you think you are worth? That's how. Thank you, Emily Sprinkle Sprinkle. Your provider just gave you a Mercedes. Never settle, ladies. Thank you, Goddess, for the wisdom. Oh, Emily, congratulations, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Christmas came early for Emily. She got her obedience. Thank you for the super chat. And see, Emily is telling y'all, don't drop them standards. Keep them standards high. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Alvina, for the super sticker. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. You said, what? Get that money, ma'am. Okay. Okay, let me read this. Jessica says, make sure your man creates a safe space for you to express how his relatives' action affect you. If he defends their behavior, leave him. You will suffer so much by staying and fighting about relatives. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, honestly, I will just say what I had. Like, that's true. Thank you for sharing that, Jessica. But I would just say what I had to say in front of them. I don't care. Okay, like, I'd be like, that's your problem. I'm doing what I want. If you got a problem with it, we don't care. And I would literally say, no matter what you say or try to do, nothing is going to get rid of the change unless I say. Once you put your foot down with in-laws or family, they're not going to do nothing no more. They're going to be scared. That's it. It's like, you know what? Enough. I don't care anymore. I don't even like y'all. Can't wait till y'all leave. Roll your eyes at them and go in the next room. What they gonna do after that? They gonna feel bad, or they gonna feel upset, and they be like, "What do we do? What do we do? Why do we upset her?" Then he gonna have to defend your behavior to them. You better reverse it, man. Oh, she's just, she hasn't been feeling well lately, but he be lying. Perfectly healthy, chilling, getting spa days, eating snacks. But he's gonna make up something. He's gonna defend you to them because now he has to. Because now you switch the role. You see? So you act the fool so he can defend you. Exactly. Like, I don't care what y'all think. I'm going to the next room. Y'all do what y'all want. Shoot. Finna go watch my show. Bye. And just close the door and leave them out there looking stupid. Like, I really wouldn't be dealing with people that's bothering me because I stay unbothered. Okay. You said no kissing your parents, or siblings, just to be accepted into the family cult. Girl, if you don't have your own cult, you ain't the leader. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Be the leader. Don't be the follower. Make them need acceptance from you. Flip the script all the time. So be like, Anyway. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, stay unbothered all the time. This doesn't matter. They can't get to you because you unbothered. Lead your own home. If that's your house, that's your house. And tell people and remind people left and right, you are in my house. We don't care what you think. You can leave at any time. There's the door. Okay. You said women are too obsessed with family approval. Girl, I'm never obsessed with no family approval. Y'all. The funny thing is, they need my approval. Like, that's my mentality. People need my approval. I don't need theirs. If you start off like that, you'll never go wrong. All right. And I call it that main character energy. Main character energy. Don't let nobody come in your house telling you this, telling you that. You the main character. They there to impress you and to win you over, period. If they can't, they go back to being an extra. No supporting role, no side character, no nothing. They go back to being the extras. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. How to follow the sprinkle, sprinkle lifestyle while living with parents? By saving your money, because you ain't got to spend it if you're not paying any bills. You can level up even faster when you don't pay bills, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And then, if you meet someone, they have money, they could level you up even further. Or you could start a business since you're not paying any bills. But I would definitely use, not having to pay too much in bills to my advantage. Save. You said when you act unbothered, people say I'm cold and rude. Say that's the plan. That way people don't ask me for nothing. Say, yep, that's the plan. That way people don't ask me for stuff and don't expect nothing from me. Mm-hmm. You said if your provider wants to take a pay cut to work from home, what should you do? Start projects around the house. It's like, oh no, I have to do this and I have to do that. It's going to be loud. I'm going to be doing, start some fake projects around the house. So he can't. No, it's just going to be in the way. You're not going to have, no. Okay. People can't play with you, so they get mad. Stay cute, happy, and unbothered. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Exactly. So how many of y'all, I'm going to ask y'all in the comments, how many of y'all have learned to stay unbothered from watching my channel? Just curious. Because I know there were a lot of people that were overreacting to many situations, and a lot of the questions have changed to where I notice less women are overreacting to certain situations now, and they're staying unbothered and getting their bag. Okay, I see all of y'all. Okay, that's good. Me. Yeah. And have you noticed that the more you stay unbothered, the more you thrive and get? Mm-hmm. I don't care if people call, you shouldn't care if people call you cold or rude, because you're sending a message that you don't want to be bothered. That's why it's called unbothered. Right? How else are you supposed to send the message that you're not bothered or don't want to be bothered? If you're coming across cold and rude to someone that tried to bother you, that's the point. Okay, because if they weren't trying to bother you, you wouldn't seem cold. So tell them that they have a good observation. Well, that's a good observation. Okay. What if the family thinks you're rude? Same thing. You don't want to be bothered with that family, so you act rude. It deters people. Now, if you don't want to appear rude to people, then you have to be nice, nasty. Y'all know how that is. Fake, nice, nasty, smiling in their face, being overly dramatic and nice as if it's fake and you really don't care. As soon as you turn the corner, the smile is gone. Like, oh, it's so nice to see you again. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, yes, it's so good to see you again. Am I working? No, your son's still paying for everything. Isn't he a darling? Anyway, I got to go. What? I should be working? Oh, no, I shouldn't. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Believe me. No one wants to employ me. Believe me. Yes, I'm too much of a diva in the workplace. They would never. But thank you, for your suggestion. I quite like living, the life of leisure. So that's what you tell people that have something to say about your status or whatever. Like fake being nice, nasty, and stop caring. Thank you, Emily. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What? Back in your day, women had to work? Oh, that's a shame. Oh, what? You worked till how old? Well, I am so glad you raised your son to spoil the woman that they love. Unbothered. Just keep going. The more they talk, the more they're going to be insulted in a nice way, and they can't really do anything about it. Well, you need to help him out. I do help him every day. I help him realize how lucky he is to have me. There you go. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I didn't want him to marry you. Oh, yeah. Well, a lot of people didn't want him to marry me, but, I think it was up to him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, nice, nasty can take you a longer way than being rude, because it's even worse, because they'll seem rude if they say something even worse, because you're sitting here being nice. To everyone on the outside, you're not being rude, you're being nice. So they have to be nice back. And if they don't, they look like the bad person. Okay. Mm-hmm. What if he's trying to make you jealous by asking, is your friend pretty, or staring at other women on purpose? They don't make me jealous, because like they shouldn't make you jealous, because it doesn't make me jealous if that would ever happen to me, because I know that there are plenty of men out there with more money that look better too. So, I mean, all he's doing is being observant. If you're jealous, it's because you're insecure. Most people want to know if your friend is ugly or pretty. Most people, especially men, they're visual creatures. That's their nature. They're not going to ask if they have a good personality, if they're a kind, giving person. Men don't care about stuff like that. Not first and foremost. They'd be like, how's she look? So why do you expect anything different? Mm-hmm. And plus, like, if you're always talking about your friend, he's trying to imagine her, whether she's ugly, looking like who did it and why, or pretty like you. That way he can imagine the story better. You said this is disrespect. It's not disrespectful if the man has eyes, man. Like, honestly, If you're sitting in front of a man, he's going like this, breaking his neck to look at another woman behind you. Yes, that's disrespectful. But if he's talking to you and he just glances like this and then back, he's just noticing. See, women in this era are too insecure because of social media. The man who's looking at that chick over there, he might not even have a chance with her. He may not have enough money for her. He's sitting there with you, getting ready to pay the tab or buy you whatever you need to get bought. Stop being so insecure. Okay. If y'all are bothered by something that silly, you're bothered against the masculine nature. That's why y'all keep attracting feminine men. Because if a beautiful woman walks by, if he doesn't even notice her, then he's probably on the DL. Then when y'all find out he's gay or on the DL or bi, then y'all want to be in y'all's feelings again. Well, or y'all want to be talking about, oh, my man is too sensitive, or my man is this. Girl, stop being insecure. It's not disrespectful. It's human nature. It's masculine nature to notice looks. Otherwise, how are you going to get attention? You know what I'm saying? Oh, timeless, intuitive insight, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, thank you for enlightening us on the importance of emotional intelligence. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's why y'all gotta stay unbothered by this stuff. Y'all be too in your feelings about nothing. Y'all have been so programmed to be bothered by everything that when something naturally happens or natural occurs, you're bothered by nature. Oh man, the sun is shining. Ugh, I'm bothered. No, that's normal. All right. If he wouldn't look, and I'd be suspicious. If I see a pretty woman walk by, if I don't see whoever I'm with looking or at least noticing, I'm suspicious. Because if I notice, I know he noticed. And you can tell when they notice and trying not to notice. Like, it's nature. Let it take its course. Unless you want somebody on the DL. Okay. Y'all are too insecure. And when you're a woman and you are insecure, it makes, like I said, it makes the man feel like there's something out there better because you don't think you're worth it. You're not secure within yourself. You're getting mad because he's looking at other women. It makes it seem like there's something missing inside of you that he needs to go find in another woman because you're afraid he's going to go find it because you ain't got it. Just remember that. Like, it wouldn't bother me because I know I look good, period. Like, I look good too. And it's not a competition. I got you right now. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said looking and staring is two different things. Y'all can stare too, ma'am. Y'all can stare at that rich man in the corner. Y'all can stare at that Ferrari or that Lamborghini parked outside that just pulled up into valet. Y'all can stare at that too. Okay? Y'all are acting like y'all can't do the same. This is why so many people are insecure because they act like they don't have an option or a choice either. I never feel disrespected if somebody's looking at another chick because I know I look good. And you never feel disrespected when you have several options. Like, okay, I can't even say that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know, if you get on that level of confidence, you'll be able to pull without being always insecure about everything. Because you go out with one guy, he does that. You go out with the next guy, he does that. You go out with the next guy, he does that. You go out there. How many guys you gonna go out with before you realize it's human nature? Okay. You said you be the one breaking necks. Exactly. Just because your man looking at some other woman don't mean all the men in the room ain't breaking their necks to look at you. Because that's how it was for me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He might see one chick, but all men is looking at me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Be on that level, ma'am. Otherwise, we know why you're insecure. Be on that level to where whoever he looking at 10 times the men are looking at you. He said, if women start centering themselves more, we would be less insecure in these so-called relationships. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's right, Smiley City. That's right. Remember, main character energy, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Main character. I gotta go in about 10 minutes. You said, what's a great turnoff? What's a great turnoff for a man? Insecurity. That's one of the biggest turnoffs. Insecurity and not being put together. Okay. What's my mantra right now? I do what I want and I stay unbothered. And, stay cute, happy, and unbothered. That should be the mantra for today. Mm-hmm. Okay, y'all, I'm getting ready to wrap this up. So if y'all have any questions, y'all better get them in quick. Y'all, I'm trying to redecorate my house a little bit. So changing the color scheme a little bit. Mm-hmm. So I need to be doing some shopping and stuff. Yes. And revamping. Mm-hmm. When am I going live on the other channel? I don't know. We'll see. It's the holidays and I'm going to be a little bit busy, so we'll see. I like to go on that channel more in the evening. Yeah. Usually I'm busy in the evenings. How to detach if you're already attached? By attaching to something else that you also value a lot. So, like, it's kind of like you have a favorite something, right? And you have to have another favorite. You got to have two favorites. That way you can spread your attachment. That way you're not super attached to one or the other. So you got to spread your attachment by spreading, things that you're interested in. It could be people. It could be hobbies. It could be yourself. It could be something else to distract you from whatever it is you're becoming too attached to. So you got to put something else in there, in that equation. So it's you plus him plus whatever else, so that you're not as attached. See? So it could be whatever else that you're passionate about, something else that you really are into. You can't forget about yourself. And you have to keep yourself as also a priority. Mm-hmm. So remember who you are, Simba. Uh-huh. You say whatever your standards are, they are non-negotiable. You're entitled to your standards. Just match with someone who agrees. Don't shame anyone whose standards are different from yours. That's true. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said you notice that when you deal with multiple people, you can't really attach. That's so true. You ain't got time to attach. You trying to remember the conversation you had with this one and that one and keep all the information straight. You ain't got time to attach. And you start to focus more on goals and benefits from each individual person, because now you're using your energy and time to deal with each person, and they have to be beneficial for you to, to be able to do all of that multitasking, you know? But that's how you got to do. A lot of men don't get attached to women for the same reason. They have too many. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to respond when he asks you, your friend pretty? Okay, I already told you that. Look, if you don't want your man asking about your friend, don't talk about your friend. Y'all got to learn the hard way. I could tell you young. If you don't want your man or whoever you date to ask about your friend, then don't talk about your friend. In fact, you don't even have no friends. How about that? That way he can't ask about them and he can't ask if they're pretty. Keep the conversation to a minimum about whatever business you don't want them to know about. Okay. So if you don't want him asking about some chick, don't tell him about some chick. You wouldn't be asking if you wouldn't tell him. All right. How do you stop talking about things personally and being sensitive? Oh, how do you stop taking things personally and being sensitive? Because nobody cares that much. And usually the person that takes things personally cares more than the other person. I've learned this. So if you're a sensitive person and you take everything personally, it's because you care about other people's opinions and you take them as truth versus opinion. Remember, what someone tells you doesn't equate to truth. It equates to opinion. The faster you learn that, the faster you can dismiss it and not take it personally. You know, if someone is doing something to make you uncomfortable, they don't know any better. They're stupid. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it personally. Just see the opportunity to get something out of it. Okay, well, I can pretend that made me upset so that he could take me shopping. Yes, I'm going to pretend to take that personally right now, even though I really don't. I just want some new shoes. Okay? You are strategic. We're playing chess, not checkers here. Okay. So if you choose to take it personally, if it's not beneficial, then don't take it personally. And sprinkle, sprinkle. I need some stuff done. Let me see what I can get mad at today. See, that's how you do it. All right. You need stuff done. Take something personally that you wouldn't normally take personally. Get mad about something that doesn't even bother you. Like pick something that doesn't even bother you and just get mad about it so that they can do whatever you need them to do to get your forgiveness. Okay. You said how to make him obsessed forever and only have eyes for you without posting stories and trying it out, girl. You got to tie him up in your basement. Put him in front of a TV. Get you a little teacup. Send him to the sunken place, like they did on that movie Get Out. You got to get your hypnosis skills together. Program his mind. And hopefully that will work. Don't have no flashes or cameras around him because he's going to snap out of it. All right? That's how I am. That's how you make them not ever want to do none of that stuff. You got to hypnotize. And you got to keep doing it so it don't wear off. And don't have no bright lights flashing around them. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all wanted the answer. There it go. Figure it out, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That is a solution. Y'all finna start going to buy some hypnosis books, ain't you? Mm-hmm. In your culture, arranged marriage is a thing, and your man, your parents have found for me is richer than my rich provider boyfriend. What should I do, girl? Is he generous though? Because he could be rich and he don't give you no money. I need to know if you can get that money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him to buy you a gift. See what he gonna get you. See how he's spending. How can a woman go out on a weekday if she works Monday through Friday, taking a day off, taking a personal day, lying and saying she got a doctor's appointment? Something. The same way y'all take off when y'all don't want to be there. The same exact way. Thank you, dearest Kira. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Going into business with a man you are sleeping with? Absolutely not. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't even go into business with no man. If you don't have it by yourself, you don't need it. If he can't give you the money to start your own business, you don't want it. And sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, I can't. Like, I'm like, you know what? I thought about it. I'm unable to do that. It needs to be all me or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. It don't equate. Me, all me or nothing. I don't want to go into business. I don't want to do no partnership with no dude. If it ain't mine and it ain't all my money, I don't want it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. I gotta go, y'all. In about, I thought it was 10 minutes, but I have a few more minutes. I remembered. You said how to get a guy to open a business. Okay. You don't get a guy to do anything. You get the money from the guy. And then you go use that money to do whatever you need to do. If it's starting a business, great. But he don't have no information about it. He just thinks he's giving you money. Then you take that money and go do whatever you need to do without telling anybody if you don't want to. You can lie and say it's unethical, fake unethical. You can lie and talk about it's for car stuff. You could lie and say it was about whatever you needed to lie about. You know what I'm saying? And then you go do whatever you got to do with that money on your own time and your own privacy. Okay? Because a lot of y'all be talking too much, and that's a lot of the reason why things don't happen. So they should have nothing to do with it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said how to make them jealous because strangers buy you stuff, but he doesn't. The point is not to make a man jealous. The point is to let them know you got options. All right? So you don't have to say anything. You just collect whatever you're collecting. And that's a indication that you have plenty options. And that at any given time, he could get the boot. You get it? So honestly, the best way to make someone jealous is to not even acknowledge anything and just let them figure it out. Because their mind is going to run rampant thinking even more diabolical than you could ever even attempt to make them feel. Think about it. They're like, who's giving her that? Why does she have this? They're going to talk themselves into more jealousy than you could ever attempt to do. So you just leave them to their own mind. Okay. If you want him to do more for yourself, but you could make it look like it's from other people. You can lie. He'll obviously know it's a lie. Like, for example, if people say, oh, if he says, oh, well, where did you get that? Oh, I borrowed it from my friend. Like, be very vague, but then you never return it and it's just on you. Oh, well, they gave it to me. Like, he knows you're lying. Oh, well, they didn't want it back. He knows you're lying. So he's not going to say nothing, but he's going to be observant. He's going to be like, I know she didn't get that from nobody that I know. So let them know you got options without letting them know. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Asta. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's like, well, I asked you for one, but since you couldn't do it, my friend let me borrow hers and she said I could have it. So no big deal. He's gonna know you got it from somewhere else, girl. And then maybe he'll get himself together to get you something or to do more for you. You said, how will he see that you got options when we don't hang out every day? When you don't text him as much, when you're not on the phone with him all the time, when you're not quickly responding to him all the time, that's how they know. Like if they text you and you don't text back right away, or you don't need to call them or talk to them every day, or you forget to return a message or whatever, that's how they know. Okay. If he forgets your birthday, he got to spend twice as much the next day. So hopefully he will forget your birthday so you get a better gift that he was intending to give you in the first place. Gary, some people be telling the wrong birthday on purpose. You forgot my birthday, then you show him your driver's license. No. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. Y'all know I pushed the wrong button. Sorry. Leave them guessing. Don't do too much. You don't want to be too obvious. They'll figure it out. And whatever's in their mind is going to be worse than what you could put out there as a story. You said, what if he's already jealous and possessive, but he doesn't do more? Then tell him. Say, you're so jealous, you're so possessive because you know I could go out there and do better and I deserve more. You're insecure and you still won't do anything for me. Why should I stay with you? That's what you need to tell him. You need to break it down to him just like that. Because as soon as you read him like that, he's going to know you know. And then he's going to know that you're confident enough to go get a better replacement. So then he's going to start acting right. All right. Sometimes men just need to know you are smart. You have the confidence to replace them with something better. And you recognize that they aren't doing the most. And if they don't start doing the most, you're going to go start finding the most. Whether they're possessive or jealous or not doesn't even bother you. Okay. That's the attitude you got to have. Like, oh, why are you always doing? Look, I don't have to be with you. That's what you tell them. I don't have to be with you. If you're going to keep acting like this, it tells me you're insecure. So what's really going on? You know, you just have to call them out because they're going to continue to act stupid if you don't. If you don't call them out, they're literally going to continue because they don't think you're smart enough to realize what they're trying to do. Okay. You're going to send you're going to send something to my Patreon today? Okay. Girl, don't type in a whole paragraph. Sum it up in 2 sentences. Sprinkle, sprinkle. 3 at the most. Don't send me no paragraph. So I won't be able to read it all. But I appreciate you being on the Patreon. Just can't read a whole life story, okay? All right. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to go. But thank y'all so much for all the super chats. Thank y'all, everybody who donated. And also, someone sent me a gift. I'm so sorry I don't have it with me. It's at my house, and I can probably shout you out on the next video. But it was a really pretty crystal keychain that y'all sent me from my Amazon wish list for Christmas, I guess. So thank you so much. If y'all want to send me something from my wish list, I'm going to link it here. It's also the second link in the description bar. But thank you. I'm going to shout your name out. And I think I put it on the community section already. So if you check the community section and you sent me that, I sent you a little shout out. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. Join the Patreon if y'all want to ask me questions in private, tier 2 and up. I'll respond to you within a day or two, but don't type in a whole paragraph. I appreciate y'all. Oh, Janelle, does true love and loyalty exist with provider? Yes, it does. If you're loyal to yourself and you truly love yourself, then your provider will also truly love you, because he would have put you on a pedestal because you put yourself on a pedestal. When your standards are high, people treat you that way. So it is true love and loyalty if it's within yourself first. Can't find it in anyone else until it's in you, because you're the prize. And people fear losing a prize because they fear someone else coveting their prize and having their prize. So it's got to come from you first. You don't feel it, they ain't gonna feel it. If they're loyal to you, they may not be 100% loyal for all of their relationship with you, but they will try to pay for that mistake the best way they can financially, you naming the price. All right? Because you are the prize. Treat yourself like that. Put your standards high, and don't give out free forgiveness. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And the reason I say that, you can forgive your kids. You can forgive some family members if they deserve it. But you don't ever give out free forgiveness to a man. Okay? Because they got to earn you, they got to impress you, and they got to keep you. They have to make sure you feel secure and safe within that relationship. And the only way to ensure that is if they're going to pay for their mistakes, because that's how they learn. Okay? Y'all gotta realize that. If you keep letting people get away with free stuff, they're gonna keep getting away with free stuff. So you gotta put your foot down and say, nope, you're a man, your forgiveness, you can pay for it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Some of y'all out here forgiving people left and right and still getting the worst treatment because y'all aren't getting it. And you stay unbothered and you charge for forgiveness, you're going to have a lot more respect. You're going to have a lot more money. You're going to have a lot more gain in that relationship, whatever it is. Okay. I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.